Everything on the Purpose Driven Homestead is about to change. Stick around to find out why. Hey guys, welcome back to our channel, The Purpose Driven Homestead. I'm sitting more or less where our rain barrels used to be. You can kind of see the hookup up there for them. If you haven't seen that video, you can check it out in our playlist. But I'm guessing most of you guys have probably figured out by now what our big news is. We are moving. So we're leaving the Midwest where we've lived for basically a decade now, and we're actually going to move closer to home to be closer to family. So I have a father who turns 80 this year, and I have an older brother who lives in eastern North Carolina, and that's where we're going to move to. It's a big choice and a big change for our family. It's something we've spent a lot of time in prayer on. I actually quit my job here before I even had anything lined up. We were moving, we were that dedicated to the decision. So I quit my job, didn't have anything to go to. You know, YouTube has been on the back burner here for a little bit. You probably noticed we weren't making that many videos, and it's because we had so much going on. We've actually been moving since February, and with it being after July 4th right now when I'm making this video, that's a lot of months to be moving in succession. Now, we've been moving ourselves. We didn't have movers kind of take our stuff down there. We've been making trips. I've been making trips in with my cargo trailer. My wife's been making trips with her trailer. We've been doing it in tandem, so both vehicles going. We have all of our kids that are also in tow every time we go because we don't have family up here where we live in the Midwest. So every time we make a trip down and a trip back, we're always taking the children with us. And so they've been really, really fast trips. It's been tough. I think we're on our 8th trip, and it's a decent drive from where we're up here in the Midwest down to eastern North Carolina. So that has been our big news. That's been what we've been working on, and I'm so excited to share that with you guys because I think it's going to give us an opportunity to make a lot more videos and do a lot more content that's going to help you guys in a backyard homesteading type of situation. Now, the reason I think this can help all of us out is because we've been trying to show you guys exactly how you can farm and do some backyard homesteading in a small space. And we're going to continue to do that as well. We've got our planters still set up here. We've got onions that are still growing behind us. And whoever it is that buys our house is going to inherit an awesome crop of blackberries. So I'm actually standing in front of them right now. They're just starting to ripen big time. It's in the first fruits. And if you don't know what first fruits are, it's a principle that I think is a somewhat of a biblical principle, but also it's one that a lot of people would just recognize as the first batch of fruits that come off a plant are the biggest and the best. And so some of these blackberries that are behind us right now that are coming off are 1.5 inches, almost 2 inches long, which are huge, huge blackberries. And so we've got an amazing stand of raspberries that are growing. We've got an amazing stand of blackberries that are going right now. We've got garlic scapes that are growing that we're trimming back. We've also got onions, Swiss chard. Our lettuce is bolting. It's really to a place now where it's probably past its prime, but our lavender is growing strong. Our strawberries are still doing well. We've got mint all down the fence line. So we've made, I think, a really good small scale homestead for someone to inherit, someone to come in and buy, and really does not have to start over. We've got established fruit trees. We've got established berry bushes. We've got established comfrey. So many of those things that it takes years to do. We have soil that is so, so rich. All of those skill sets we're going to take with us when we go to our next location. Now, like I mentioned, guys, this is not a decision we made lightly. We actually spent a lot of time and a lot of prayer on this because we're walking away from a lot of things. We're walking away from a job that is steady for me, which is kind of a big thing. And we're also walking away from friends and relationships that we've built up here. We had people here locally, and some of those people are going to be watching this video today, but those people have supported us by buying quail eggs and chicken eggs and things like that on a small scale, just to kind of promote and support the idea of backyard homesteading, the idea that you want to know the person that you're buying your food from. You want to know where you're getting your food from. And for some people, maybe that's not possible. We always say that it doesn't matter whether you have a back porch, a backyard, or back 40. Our goal is to help you understand how you can do more with what you have. But for some people, maybe they live in an apartment, they don't even have a balcony. A lot of those people just don't see the way that they can grow their own food and raise their own animals. And I get that, right? That's a really tough spot, and you really can't raise animals when you're in a situation like that, and you can grow very little. So that we've got a lot of people who we know that buy our products, or at least support us through YouTube and other things, to kind of get the word out and help people understand, hey, there's a better way of doing this. And if you can't do it yourself, learn who the people around you are, learn where there are local farmers or local people who are doing this who can share some of that bounty with you as well, right? We've met some of the people, but just by giving our food away. We give away peppers and we give away fruit. We give away all kinds of stuff from our little homestead. And because of that, it's forged relationships that we wouldn't have had any other way. So in a lot of senses, this is going to be the end of a chapter for us. It is definitely a sweet parting that we're doing here. It's with mixed emotions, but I did want to thank all the people here locally in the Midwest where we live that watch our YouTube channel and know about us. We wanted to thank them because they have been some of our most loyal supporters, and I'm really, really hoping that they're going to continue to follow us when we go to our next location. So let me move now and share with you. Now that we're talking about where we're leaving and what we're leaving behind, I want to share with you more about where we're going. So we're going to be moving into a little house. It's a little over 1,000 square feet. It's going to be a big change for our family, just kind of moving, since we have 6 people in our family, have 4 children and 2 adults. We're going to be moving into a place that's quite a bit smaller, a little over 1,000 square feet, and also it's only got 1 bathroom. But we're really up for the challenge, and we're looking forward to it because it's going to give us an opportunity, one, to be closer to a family like we talked about, but also it's going to give us an opportunity to show you more about what we can do in a slightly larger space. The yard's going to be a little bit bigger than the one we have today, but we're still going to focus in on backyard homesteading. But it's going to give us an opportunity to do more. Our goal is to, probably not this year because we've missed the growing season with it being so late, and the South is always ahead of the Midwest. So when it's warm there, it's still cold here in a lot of senses. So we have longer days in the Midwest than my family does in North Carolina, but it compensates, right? They have a longer growing season. So we're gonna maybe get in 1 potato crop, and we actually showed you some video the other day. If you didn't see our conference video, some of that was taken on that new little homestead that we're gonna move into. You can see some of the background, some of the pine trees, things like that. Very different environment than, say, here in the Midwest where it's mostly hardwood trees. Now, as we do that, our goal is we really want to show you more about growing potatoes, corn, and some of the other items that we've shown you in our backyard, but we want to do it at scale. Our goal is to grow 100% of the food that we eat at some point. We're going to be able to get a few animals there, which we can't do here. We're going to, when I say animals, we're going to get larger animals, so we're going to probably start with either pigs or sheep and work up into cattle at some point as well. That's our goal, at least. But we're going to start small, right? We've got a lot of unpacking to do. We've been moving since February. Everything has gone into a shipping container, so that's what we're kind of living out of there right now, is a big old shipping container that is there. So just, it's going to be chaos for a while. So we're going to try our best to make more videos as soon as we can, but it might be a little difficult. We ask that you bear with us, but we're going to probably put out some shorts and things like that as we have more time. So that's the big news, guys. If you like this video, click the like button. Also, subscribe to our channel. We've got a lot of things going on, and we want you to be part of it. We want to show you how our little family is going to kind of evolve and move over time with this new opportunity. So please, we'd love to have you on this journey. Click the subscribe button, and we'll see you next time on the Purpose Driven Homestead. With every star.